Now listen here, young bloods. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time. Folks with pet raccoons in their kitchen, neighbors building bunkers under their lawns, even a man who swore his toaster spoke Latin. But lemme tell you about the week I signed up for a simple night janitor job in an old office building downtown. That place. It didn't just collect dust. It collected secrets. You ever walked into a room that wasn't there yesterday, rode an elevator that skipped the floor you swore you pushed yet? That's the kinda week I had. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, turn them lights low, and let me take you back to the longest 7 nights of my life. Welcome, to Uncle Drew's week as a night janitor. Part 1, The Mop, the Mirror, and the Man Who Wasn't There. Let me tell why all about the week I decided to be a night janitor. Now I know what you're thinking, Uncle Drew, you moppin' floors and cleanin' toilets in the middle of the night and you got better things to do. And normally, yeah, I'd be kicking back with a beer and some reruns of Unsolved Mysteries. But rent was due, my truck needed a new alternator, and a Craigslist ad promised $800 for 5 nights, no questions asked. I should ask some damn questions. The building was an old research facility turned office park out in the sticks, 3 stories, glass windows all blacked out, and a smell like wet carpet and forgotten secrets. My shift started at midnight and ended at 6 a.m. No staff. No bosses. Just me, a giant ring of keys, and a beat-up janitor's closet that smelled like pine sol and despair. Now the first night wasn't too bad. I vacuumed some carpets, emptied the trash, and wiped down a break room that looked like nobody had used it since Obama's first term. Around 2:30 a.m., I was in the basement mop closet when I saw it, a mirror. Except, it wasn't reflecting me. At first I thought it was just dirty, real dirty. But the longer I looked, the more it creeped me out. The thing was mounted on the inside of the utility room door, and it showed a hallway. But not the hallway behind me. A different one. Narrow. Brick walls. Flickering lights. I turned around. Just pipes and concrete behind me. But in the mirror I saw a man walking slow, limping, like he was dragging one leg behind him. I blinked, and he was gone. I laughed it off. Long night, I told myself. Brain playin' tricks. But as I turned to grab my mop, I noticed something strange. The hallway in the mirror still there. But now, the man was closer. And he was looking straight at me. Now listen here, I've ridden a lot of elevators in my time, rattly ones in cheap hotels, the fancy ones in Vegas casinos, even one that smelled like barbecue ribs for some reason. But this one, it didn't just go up and down. It decided where you was going. Night 2 started off quiet. I came in with my thermos full of gas station coffee and that jittery feeling like something was watching me before I even walked in. The mirror from night 1 still there. Still showing that same damn hallway. I covered it with an old mop. Didn't help much. I had a list of offices to clean on the 3rd floor, and let me tell you, the place looked like it hadn't been touched since fax machines were cutting-edge tech. Lights flickered overhead, and the carpets had that mystery stain vibe. You know the one. At around 2 a.m., I decided to take the elevator instead of the stairs. Big mistake. I pressed 3. Elevator hummed. Doors closed. Ding. 4th floor, it said. Now hold up, I checked the panel. There wasn't a 4th floor. Just B, 1, 2, and 3. I thought maybe I was buggin'. Maybe the label was old or miswired or something. Doors opened, and I saw a hallway that didn't belong in no office building. Red carpeting, like in them old casinos. No lights. Just a dull, reddish glow from behind a corner. And I swear, I heard whispering not in English, either. More like some breathy chanting. I should ve stayed put. But curiosity's a hell of a drug. I stepped out. The air was warm, like a boiler room, but the walls were covered in pictures. Old black and white photographs. People standin' real stiff, starin' straight ahead. Their faces were off. Like their eyes were too wide. Like they were tryin' too hard not to blink. I got closer to one frame and saw that the date scratched at the bottom said, February 4, 2026, staff departure. 2026, that's next year. I turned to head back into the elevator, but it was gone. Just the wall. Smooth. Seamless. That's when I heard a bell ringing, soft and slow, like at a funeral. And something was coming down that hallway. The red light got stronger. Footsteps. Wet and dragging, like someone pulling something heavy behind them. I didn't wait to see what it was. I ran. I ran faster than I have since high school. And just when I thought I was stuck forever in some kinda hell casino basement, the wall behind me clicked. And the elevator doors were back. Open. I dove in, smashed every button on the panel like I was playin' a slot machine, and the thing lurched back into motion. When the doors opened again, I was back on the ground floor. Everything was normal. Too normal. Like nothing happened. But when I went to log my cleaning checklist in the break room, there was a sticky note on the table. Same scratchy handwriting as the frame in the hallway. It said, "See you again tomorrow, Drew. Uncle Drew's week as a night janitor, night 3. They say bad things come in threes. Death. Luck. Ghosts, too, I guess. By the third night, I should ve quit. Should ve chucked my mop, walked out, and never looked back. But no, I came back like a fool. Like I owed that building something. Or maybe it owed me. Either way, I clocked in at 10 p.m. sharp, like I always do. Thermos in hand, nerves tighter than a banjo string. Elevator, I didn't touch it. I took the stairs. The break room light was out. That same sticky note was back on the table. Different message this time, you've been chosen. One more night. I crumpled it and shoved it in my pocket, trying to act tough. But my hands were already shaking. I could feel it in my teeth, that low hum. That electric something in the air, like a storm waiting to break inside the walls. Around midnight, I heard the humming again. Not from the lights. From below. Like the pipes were groaning. Like the building itself was waking up. That's when I saw it, a hallway that wasn't there before. It branched off behind the vending machines, between the mop closet and the emergency exit. It wasn't on the blueprint I found on night 1. And trust me, I looked. But there it was, dimly lit, wallpaper peeling, carpet that looked wet. The air smelled like metal and mold. My flashlight flickered, but I kept walking, against every voice in my head telling me to run. Photos lined the wall again, but this time, they were moving. I saw people walking down hospital corridors. A nurse smiling with too many teeth. A man staring into a security cam, unmoving for hours. And one frame dead center showed me. Mopping. Tonight. Same clothes, same hallway. Except behind me in the picture was a tall, dark shape I hadn't seen until now. I spun around. Nothing. Then the lights went out. Pitch black. I dropped the flashlight, fumbled for my phone. Dead. Not low battery. Dead. Black screen, ice cold. Dead. Something was behind me. I didn't see it. I felt it. That pressure in the back of your neck when someone's staring holes through you. I started moving. Slow at first. Then faster. The hallway stretched on forever. Turned corners I didn't remember turning. I swear it looped. I passed the same broken water fountain 3 times. Then the voices started. Not whispering anymore. Crying. Laughing. Screaming. Like they were all happening in the same breath. I turned one last corner, and there it was, a door. Plain. Wooden. Numbered 1313. I opened it. Inside was the janitor's closet. The real one. Mops, buckets, and that mirror. It was back. Except this time, the mirror showed a different version of me, older, tired, eyes all hollowed out. And he pointed. Not at me. At the reflection of the hallway behind me. Where the dark shape stood. I slammed the closet door shut and didn't stop running till I burst out of the building's front doors into the morning light. I quit that day. No letter, no notice. Just never came back. But some nights, when the wind is right and the moon's high, I swear I can still smell that hallway. Damp, metallic, wrong. And last week I got a package in the mail. No return address. Inside, one old Polaroid photo. Of me. Standing in that hallway. Smiling.